Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Corey the Man. We back in it. This is episode 7 out of 10. Out of 8. 7 out of 8. Let me just get this one and did I get the other one? I think I did. Oh no, I didn't even click it yet. That would have been unfortunate. But yeah, this is Banned and Never to Be Seen Again, the wrestlers. Pretty sure Chris Benoit is on here. And probably a couple other guys. I can see that.
Hello, Moto.
Surprised Eddie returned that so many times. He's still in the game. Not that he's been outlawed or anything, but like he's probably like one of the few people that passed away that actually returns to future games. I think him and Andre, they gotta be the longest standing ones. Ultimate Warrior's starting to be in there too.
Over the years, we've seen people
But he
would never
just
return
died
to the
like
fold end up being welcomed
maybe
back with
8
open
years
arms,
ago.
such as the likes of Jeff Jarrett, the Ultimate Warrior, Bret Hart,
Yeah, because it won't be 10 years until
most of these performers usually find themselves
until
back in the
2025.
WWE video
He
game
died in
series.
2015.
In fact, sometimes entry into a video game can often be the thing that gets the ball rolling on an in-ring return. Despite this, there are some wrestlers who we are quite confident in saying that we will absolutely never return to the WWE.
He returned, but like it was as a with his brother.
That's what we're here to talk about today.
As a tag team, like when he got inducted, that was as a tag team. That's not bad. Ric Flair got inducted as
number 1. Owen
as a
Hart.
tag team,
Sadly, Owen
as
Hart
long
is best remembered
as
by
well
many
as
today for the tragic
on his own.
accident that led him to dying in a
Get inducted like more than once.
at Over the Edge 1998. WWF Attitude in 1999 marked his last appearance in a WWE video game, but since then, Hart has never and likely will never appear in any WWE
I think Jim
licensed
Neidhart
again,
was
and this
in there.
includes the video game series.
Jim
This is
Danville.
ultimately down to his wife Martha Hart, who has been understandably furious towards the wrestling business as a whole, as she believed Owen's death was negligence on the WWE's part. As head of his estate, she has say over what happens to Owen's likeness, and has vowed to have nothing to do with the WWE ever again. This is why you won't commonly see DVDs or network specials on Owen, and it's something that his brother Bret has been critical of, as he believes it stops newer fans from discovering him. We're not going to argue either way on that because it's obviously a very sensitive subject for all parties involved, but don't count on ever seeing the Rocket in a WWE video game. Number 2, Chris Benoit. Now we really shouldn't have to explain why this one makes the list, but on the off chance if there's anyone who doesn't know, Chris Benoit was and still remains one of the most accomplished and critically acclaimed professional wrestlers of all time. Unfortunately, that legacy will forever be marred by the event of June 24th, 2007, when Benoit murdered his wife and son before taking
I think
many people have speculated about
someone else that would be on there is probably Velveteen Dream and the guy that was in MSK.
Years of unprotected shots to the head caused what happened. The end result is still the same though. Benoit's name will never be mentioned in WWE again, and this most certainly extends to its video game division. If 2K even tried to include the Crippler in a future title, the backlash would surely be worse than that caused by WWE 2K20 and would no doubt stink the franchise once and for all. Plus, it just feel weird to play as him at this point. Benoit's last appearance was in SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. Number 3, Scott Steiner.
Yeah, I think when it happened, he was already in the game, so they couldn't remove him because the game was just about to come out. I played against him in the story mode of 2007.
WWE 2K14 as a member of the NWO, and ever since then, Steiner has been very vocal about his issues with the WWE, in particular his personal animosity with heirs apparent to the company, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. There are various shoot interviews online that detail his distaste for the pair, and with Triple H gaining more and more control of the company as time goes on, it's hard to believe he would be welcoming of a Scott Steiner return, as he doesn't appear to be as forgiving as his father-in-law when it comes to bringing people back. The genetic freak is still doing well for himself in the likes of NWA, but he might be kicking himself for his past comments at some point when he realizes the merchandising payday he'll be missing out on by not being part of any future WWE video game. But to be fair to him, he's even mentioned the royalties suck. Number 4, Cody Rhodes. The reasons for this one should be obvious too. Cody Rhodes has gone from a WWE mid-carder to the biggest competitor to the McMahon's throne since the days of WCW. With Cody being a key component in the creation of AEW, it's hard to believe that Cody would ever show up in the WWE or any of their video games again, and
I'm guessing,
to be honest. Some would say
this was before 2K23 came out. Oh, before he even showed up to WWE.
MJF on the AEW Revolution card was one of the
best. Let me see when this was made.
AEW also reportedly have their own video game coming out soon, so Cody will
this
be able
probably
to
made like 2-3 years ago.
And let's be honest,
3 years ago, that makes sense.
Recent 2K efforts, so it might be a blessing in disguise for him. Cody's last appearance in a WWE video game was in WWE 2K16 as Stardust. Number 5, Animal from Legion of Doom. Along with his partner Hawk, Animal was part of arguably the most successful tag team in wrestling history, the Road Warriors, who also had a couple of notable...
I heard he died, if not both of them. I think one of them is still alive.
WWE office, as he is the brother of backstage producer and occasional on-screen performer John Laurinaitis. So why will we never see Animal in a WWE video game again? Well, the answer to that is that he was part of the class action concussion lawsuit taken out against the company recently, and anyone that was involved seems to be persona non grata with Vince McMahon as a result. Thankfully, he's already a WWE Hall of Famer, so they can't take that away from him, but he won't be showing up in the 2K series again anytime soon. His last appearance in a WWE video game was in WWE 13. Number 6, Gail Kim.
That Legion of Doom was the Doomsday device.
WWE is women's legend Gail Kim.
I feel like she deserved a spot.
About how much she hated working for the company and how poorly they treated her and the women's division as a whole during her time there. She famously quit the company in 2011 by eliminating herself from a battle royal and leaving the arena. Since then, she has never been seen on WWE television and vowed to never return, eventually sticking by her word to retire as an in-ring competitor with TNA, where she spent much of her career and was considered one of their biggest stars.
She was and
Kim will
is.
Never show up in a WWE video game again, as it would be really fun to have her fight it out with the likes of Sasha Banks or Asuka. But alas, that will forever have to remain a dream.
No longer
her last video game appearance was in SmackDown vs. Raw 2011.
Oh, how much 3 years have changed.
Raven recently made a surprise Easter egg appearance on an episode of AEW Dynamite that have led many to speculate that he could end up being revealed as the Exalted One, the mysterious leader of the Dark Order. Whether this is
true, when this video came out, John was live. All of the Wyatt family were doing good. Sasha Banks was still with WWE.
With this in mind, we don't imagine we'll see Raven reaping any of the benefits of being involved with WWE.
I ain't gonna lie, Raven kind of looks like Triple H.
Being a part of the 2K video game
just with shorts instead of trunks.
Players can mix them up and see how they'll compare against current superstars. And Raven, with his unique look and hardcore style, was always a fun character to play as. We hope he's a part of AEW going forward, because we don't think we'll be seeing him in WWE again. Raven's last appearance in a WWE video game was all the way back in WWE WrestleMania 18. Number 8,
oh,
DDP.
Damn, I was gonna say SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. Only because I didn't play that game. It seemed like he was in that game.
Getting the lives of Jake the Snake Roberts and Scott Hall back on track, and his DDP yoga workout has helped extend the careers of the likes of current AEW World Champion Chris Jericho, a name we might be hearing later on in this list. DDP is a close family friend
I can
of the
see
Rhodes
Chris
family.
Jericho returning. Maybe.
Watch football all season long.
I think he needs to get back in shape.
And cable free.
Yeah, let himself
This has
go.
been reflected in his appearances on AEW television alongside Cody, even recently taking part in a tag match on an episode of Dynamite at the age of 63. If that isn't a recommendation for DDP yoga working, then we don't know what is. Page was never a top guy in WWE and never seemed to have strong political alignments, so it seems he's found a better place with AEW, and we can't imagine him ever going back to WWE now. So unfortunately, we won't get the Diamond Cutter vs. RKO battle in any future WWE games. DDP's last appearance was in WWE 2K19. Number 9.
Damn, he was in 2K19?
Another wrestler whose last appearance was in WWE 2K19. This was until Chris Jericho sealed his fate with the McMahons the night he showed up at All In to attack Kenny Omega. From there on, there was a direct line that led him to signing with AEW and becoming their first World Heavyweight Champion. Obviously, this is no longer the case. This was a decision that reportedly infuriated
I think when AEW first started,
all references to Jericho on WWE television,
he was there. Chris Jericho was there, right?
With this
I
in
think
mind,
Cuddy
it's
was there,
automatically
the Young
show
Bucks
up in
was
the
there, and
WWE
Chris
video
Jericho
game
was there.
again, as he seems pretty committed to making AEW as big of a competitor as
I
possible.
remember the
And
press
sadly doesn't need the
conference.
financial security of returning to the promotion.
That's when they was at they
just have to play the
highest.
older versions of the 2K
Then they
series, or
just
rely on the
they went
community
down
to
low.
create the wrestler options, because Y2J is long gone. And number 10, Muhammad Hassan.
Y2J was great.
Feel sorry for Muhammad
I
Hassan,
remember playing with
because
him
none
in
of what befell him was his
2K15
fault.
and
Hassan was
16
brought to
and
television in 2004, where he was
I guess
portrayed as
18,
an
19.
Arab American character, criticizing the treatment of his people post 9/11. It was certainly a very emotional charged storyline.
Muhammad
What was at first started out as a
Singh,
surprisingly layered
Hussein.
character quickly devolved in the same old foreign heel shtick we'd been seeing for years. The whole storyline climaxed in an angle where a group of masked terrorist-like men attacked The Undertaker on his behalf on an episode of SmackDown that coincidentally aired the same day as the 7/7 London attacks. The backlash was quick, and Hassan was quickly written off television soon after, never to return. He did appear in a couple of WWE games before he was gone, but given the nature of the character and the political division within the world right now, they would be mad to try and revive this character in either real life or video game form. No, this one will have to remain a cautionary tale of how things can go so wrong for someone even when they're just doing their job. But there you have it, guys, 10 wrestlers we will never see again in a WWE video game. Should we do a part 2 to this? Because there are many more. Let us know in the comments down below. Subscribe